Something's going on.
Twitch is
There you
down.
are. You're back.
Yep, it was Twitch. Twitch is down. It's back. Cool. Whatever the hell was going on there.
Twitch was twitching. It was
So you know he
Tweaking
can't
out.
he can't really do much from there. But that's
Does he have to do a vigor roll for standing so close to the house?
He what?
Does he have to do a vigor roll for standing so close to the flaming house?
Not really. As he
Alright.
pulls up this, that's not the right guy. Which guy is it? This guy. This guy.
It just announced beginning June 24th, Fantasy Grounds Classic will no longer receive any product updates or DLC releases.
Good.
Yep.
That means I don't have to worry about updating that old shit anymore. Sorry. Works in Unity.
Well, that means once they do that, they can focus on Unity and not have to backwards compatible everything.
Oh, this guy steps up and you see him, he's fucking around with some kind, he's got like a tank on his back and he's got this long metal rod with a hose running that tank. And you see him flicking this thing and all of a sudden it goes, whoosh, starts spraying around up in the air like this, you know, like fucking flames shooting 20 feet up in the air. And he kind of loses his balance and he totally misses you guys.
That's good.
And I'm assuming Luke saw that.
Well, yeah, you. I don't know.
At least all the
I
flames
don't know. There's a lot of smoke, Luke. We'll have to do a notice roll to see if you see it on your turn. Which is now. So give me a notice roll. Let's see if you can. There's flames everywhere. I mean, you know. But, but a 30, yeah, but it could have been, yeah, you notice it. There's a 30-foot geyser of flame goes shooting straight up behind that building over there. But it could, you know, hell, it could be a can of gas in there or something. Some kind of fuel.
Of course, I suspect Doc Fung is freaking out seeing this.
Well, I'm going to take the 5-foot movement first, or the first square, and take off my hat, dip it in the water, put it back on, as I get more of myself wet and kind of move through it.
I'll give you that as a free action.
And let's see. I don't remember this. Yeah, I didn't have my iron drawn. Is that an action? I don't recall.
Or is two item weapon switcheries.
-2. Minus.
Yeah, no, it's not that. You get 2 free item switches.
Yeah.
Is that right, Brad?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I draw that. And do I need another notice roll to see the tank on this guy's back?
Yeah, give me another notice roll. There's a penalty to it for all the smoke. 7. No, you don't see it. You cannot make out that detail about the guy. Give me a smarts roll, though. Yeah, you're smart enough to know that flame didn't look natural. Either something's caught on fire there, or something weird's going on. It was like a long, narrow column that got wider as it shot up into the air. You know, it's like a fountain of flame.
Oh, so he shot it up into the air?
Yeah, he was trying to get it turned on, and he missed you guys. And when he finally turned it on, it kind of kicked him backwards, and the flame went whoosh, kind of shot. You know, it hit this building and then shot 30 feet straight up in the air.
I'm glad he shot it up in the air. I was reading the AOE rules, and it could have gone bad.
Yeah.
So let's see. Any negatives because of the smoke for shooting him?
You're gonna have some negatives because of all the people in between you and the smoke. So you're gonna have 4 points. 4 points of negatives total for the. Well, no, the people won't matter unless you roll unless you have a crit fail or something, and then it'll matter. But the smoke, yeah, I'll give you a -2, so you should be able to offset that with your.
Yeah, calculating.
Calculating. There you go.
Because I have been calculating this, so. My original plan was to actually shoot the tank on his back, but I don't see it.
I thought that was double one right after you said I've been calculating this.
Hit with a raise. 2 wounds on dude. Well, okay, so I want to say something here. All right, let me read something. All right, dude hits the ground. Incapacitated. Turn him over. Difficult terrain. All right, Luke, anything else? No. So, top of next round.
Who's on hold?
These
They
guys are. And now that there's been shots fired, we're going to go back to these guys. They didn't get a card.
Because they were on hold.
They were on
When
hold.
you
Yeah,
started
I
the
didn't notice it. So I'm going to give them their turn. This guy moves forward, draws a weapon. Timmons is always. And it's Timmons that he sees first. And
Watch out, Mr. Mayor.
with a -2.
Timmons jumps
because of
aside.
Smoke.
Wait, why did the Cult Thunderer sound like getting hit, like by
It was
punching?
I don't know, didn't
dodge,
it?
maybe.
Yeah, that was probably the dodge. I don't think Colt should just sound like Colt.
That's weird.
I mean, I heard both sounds. I think it's just the dodge is louder.
-2. No, because he's right in front of you. So I'm going to give him -2 anyway. That misses.
It maybe needs to be capitalized.
I can hear the Colt going off. It's the dodge.
Okay.
It's the dodge that's triggering the swoosh sound.
Yeah.
This guy comes out of this building. Everybody give me a notice roll. Alonzo can't see anything. He's got smoke in his eyes, but it doesn't matter. 6, 6, 5. All right, nobody sees him. Like Alonzo, it's going to be one of these first 2 targets. Alonzo, you'll be odd this. Be Alonzo. Misses. Even without the negative.
Do we notice him because of the gunshot sound?
Oh, yeah, you can hear gunshots going off. It's just a little bit louder than a fire. And this guy walks up. Misses. Would have missed anyway. I forgot to apply the negative.
I think you need to turn off the dodge sound. That's getting a little annoying.
I like it. You hush up.
What?
He's going to close with Alonzo. Doc, you were unaffected by the smoke, so was Timmons. You see another guy emerging from this building right here. and he's got his cutlass drawn.
Alonzo, watch out.
And Alonzo hears you, and he kind of leans over to the side, and this cutlass comes down like he's going to try to slash into Alonzo as he's all bent over. And you say this, and Alonzo kind of jerks to the side, and the guy misses completely. Doc. Let me give them a card.
All right, so
Hang on.
Dot
Let's
sees all
make
these
sure they don't
people,
have a Joker.
they seem mighty suspicious
Yeah, we're good.
with all that. So he's gonna throw a bottle of his quick-growing vines over here and attempt to entangle this group. That we can interrogate them or something.
That is not a success. +2 is a 5 is a success. It's not a raise. So what happens if you don't get the raise?
They don't take a penalty for it.
That's what I thought. I knew there was
You need
some...
to roll agility.
They do?
Yeah, it's opposed by their agility.
So they were all rats. Rat. Now let me do this with these guys now. Now that you figured it out. All right, they all get to roll an agility roll. Maze rat. 4 of them. Starting left to right, top to bottom. Succeed.
Oh,
It's in the
opposed.
post. You have to beat his. You have to match his number.
Oh, what's his number? 5? They all
Yeah.
failed. So do what you need to do there, Mr. Mean Old Doc Fong.
Well, I think that's what Doc Fong is there for, Marb. He's there to throw monkey wrenches into things. Or into your thing.
But he has a fear of monkeys, so they wouldn't be monkey wrenches. They would be something else.
Allen wrenches, then.
He's gonna call them spanners. He's afraid of that, so he's gonna go British.
Grab the spanners. All right, so you got the effect applied to them. Very
I think
good.
so.
All right, Doc Fong. Anything else?
Aha! Now, what's going on here? He's gonna kind of idly ask him.
Am I still blind?
Give me that vigor roll again. No, you're not. Your eyes are tearing and watering. You don't see real good. But you're right in the middle of the smoke, so you got this -2 penalty anyway on anything. But you got a guy right here. I mean, you wipe your eyes enough to see this dude swing this saber right past you. Oh, you missed with the bang stick. You do anything about that?
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a blue penny to add a d6.
All right.
5 hit.
Let's. I don't think this works like it does in.
He's got a parry of 6.
Yep, miss.
I'm gonna spend another blue chip.
Wow.
And that
And
hits.
2 more points.
All right,
Not a
so
hit.
let me do this. This is 7 is a hit.
Bang.
All right, paint that picture.
All right. I go up to the door. I get smoke in my eyes. I put my head down like this. Just as it opens up, and he swings over my head, and I clear my eyes, and I see him, and he's got the sword kind of stuck in the door frame. And before he can get it loose, I poke him right in the chest with the bang stick, and he goes down with a hole in his chest.
Big old hole. You see, like lung tissue and shit spray the walls behind him. Very good.
Unhealthy. Trust me, I'm a doctor, kinda.
He's
and
he's face down, tits up.
poke him with my boot. Make sure he doesn't respond. Then in my turn.
Now you haven't
Alright.
moved yet, Alonzo. You're still standing in the smoke and looking inside this building. It does not look like there's any smoke or anything in there.
All right, I'm gonna go in. Hello, is there anybody in here?
Step over him and into the building.
I'm not gonna step over him. I'm gonna kick him as I step over.
You're gonna actually spend one of your free movements to kick his ass out of the doorway.
Yeah,
All right, I'll move him over here,
fuck
kind of
him.
over here to the side a little bit. You know, I like that. So you make it inside the building. Put you on a square. All right. Anything else, Alonzo? You don't hear anybody.
No.
Timmons.
Timmons is going to step over here and pick up that flaming gun thingy and do one of these things.
Now, are you gonna leave it strapped to the guy's back, or spend the time to unstrap it off this guy?
No, I'm just gonna pick up the
Just the
nozzle
wand.
that's kind of got a flame and turn it and spray all four
Give
of
me a
those
smarts
guys.
roll. See if you can figure out how this thing works.
Yeah. Hold on one second.
I'm not even gonna
It
give
works
you a
like
How
penalty.
many
Got a
adventure
hope.
cards can we play?
Well, it'll let you know if you've.
Timmons,
One.
I got your back.
One, unless you want me to play.
Timmons, I got your back.
One normally,
okay.
unless you have Dark Bargain or
All
whatever.
right, I
it
don't
is.
want to waste an adventure card on if I can't. Smarts.
I'm going to invoke my common bond edge,
Okay.
and I'm gonna spend red chip to add a d6 to his roll. Go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Wow, you only. What are you down to? One fate chip now,
I
Jingo?
have one. Yeah. Burn them up. Use them up. That's what they're
A
there for.
7.
Boom.
7. Okay. Yeah. You're like, I seen what you did, you son of a
Do
bitch,
this.
and you. It's still attached to him, so you're kind of hunkered over. This hose is only about 3 feet long, right? So you can kind of bend over and take this thing and try to shoot. You're going to have a negative penalty at trying to aim this thing as you're bending over and trying to hit somebody. So I'm going to give a. Where are you trying to spray this thing at?
Well, approve his movement, and it'll be easier to see.
Well, I'm trying.
Yeah, basically, there's a purple arrow that's going across them.
Here, let me untarget all these guys for you.
I can't move his. There it goes. Beautiful. So you got 4 of them. What's that guy still yellow for? He shouldn't be yellow.
You have to rotate it where it says the word
yellow.
no.
There you go. You got 4 of them in your sights there. So I'll just do the dealio for you if I can find dude. No,
They can't jump out of the way.
dead dude. Yeah. All right, so. Up, clear targets.
Well, I don't have the
There we go.
flamethrower, so are you going to roll that for me?
Yeah, I'm going to roll that for you. With flamethrower, there he is. Major out with flamethrower.
It would use your shooting skill, though.
So what is your shooting dice?
12.
Oh. Okay. So.
Yeah, basically just roll a straight shooting roll from the skills.
Yeah, from
list.
your skills, just roll a shooting roll. And you're going to have to do it 4 times. Hit. No, it's a temp. Never mind, it's a template burst. It's a burst. So that is a hit with a raise. Even with the -2, it's still a raise. So they're all targeted. I'm going to do hit with a raise and.
Weird, it didn't say how many wounds.
I don't think
That wasn't targeted on anything.
He hasn't applied it to anybody yet.
Oh no, okay, he didn't drop it on you. That's why I was confused.
I feel like if I just entangled them before this, I may have committed some sort of war crime.
It's not like they can exactly jump out of the way. Oh, I know.
So Timmons,
Aw. Didn't work.
show us what. Tell us how this is. You and Alonzo are kind of in cahoots on this thing. He hollers at you. He says, "Grab that wand and flip the little lever." And you go, "Which one, man? Which one?" You look, you bend up. Now paint me a picture.
And Timmons runs over and he picks up this wand. He's like, oh, he burns his finger. He's like, which button? And Alonzo's like, the blue one. Push the blue one. And Timmons is like, he's kind of kneeling on his knee, and he lifts this wand up, and he just kind of goes, and he cooks the guy immediately in front of him to like a pile of ash, and he just goes, whoosh. And the other guys take off. They try to take off running, and they're caught by
And they're
this
just
entanglement.
running through the
And
woods.
Timmons is just like spraying them down like they were freaking on fire, which they are. And then Timmons pulls out a cigar and he lights it and sticks the end of this wand into the ground.
Oh, really? Without shutting it off?
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Did you ever
He
see?
thought that's
Did you
how he
ever
put it
see
off.
Nothing to Lose with Martin Short or Martin Lawrence and Tim?
Tim Allen.
No, not Tim Allen. Tim,
Okay.
tall,
Only
tall
Tim I
guy,
can-
real tall guy. Timothy. I don't know, but anyway, he goes to the. They're getting gas, and he's gassing up, and it's called Nothing to Lose because you just had one of them bad days, And the gas pump fills his car up, but it doesn't kick off automatically, so it's spraying gas all over the place. It's all over his shoes, all over his pants and stuff. And then later, now what's happened is Martin Lawrence comes up and tries to carjack him, right? And they're in Tucson, I think. He tries to carjack him, and he's pointing the gun in the door. Now the dude just finishes seeing what he thinks is his old lady in bed with his boss. Actually, it's his old lady's sister and her boyfriend that came to visit, surprised, and he didn't know it. So he walks in, hears this sex going on, walks in, and it's his sister-in-law that looks a lot like his wife from the back, right? So he just turns around, walks out. My boss is cheating on me with my wife, and blah blah blah. And he has a bad day, and so Martin Lawrence goes to try to carjack him, and he's like, "Man, you picked the wrong fucker." And he's like, "What'd you say?" And he's all cocking his gun around like this and stuff. And he opens the door. He goes, "You don't think I'm about that time?" He just romps it. So they're stuck together, and he drives way out in the desert. By the time they get out in the desert, Martin Lawrence is going, please don't kill me, Mr. Freaky Jason, man. Please don't kill me, Mr. Freaky Jason. And so they do this whole gasoline thing. And later, they're standing outside the car and they drop a book of matches. And there's like something, he's dancing like a bee's in his shirt or something. He's moving around like this. And he ignites the matches, and now his shoes are on fire. And it starts, "I'm the scat man, skibidi-bidi-bop." And he's, yeah, never mind. Yeah, you got to see it. Nothing to Lose. Great fucking movie. And with
Set
that,
up with your guy,
yeah,
Timmons' intention it was just like to put the end of the wand out, not like stuffing the fire into the ground.
right. So yeah, you just kind of smother it, throw the thing to the side. All these guys are like dead and smoldering and rolling around on the
Yeah,
ground.
he just wants to like back up one step, away from them burning.
All
It's like,
right.
oops.
Oops. All right.
Timmons is like, that's how that thing's supposed to work, huh? That's pretty good.
I know we're not at the
He
top
did.
of the round yet, but it is break time. It's past break time. So we're going to pick up right here where we left off in 10 minutes. Tim Robbins, thank you, Ron. Tim Robbins, I could not think of his that funny fucking movie, man. If you guys have not seen Nothing to Lose, do yourself a favor. Get all fucked up and watch it.
Netflix. Put it on
Yeah.
Netflix or
Get you
anything.
some mushrooms or some peyote and sit back and watch that fucking movie. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But do whatever you want that makes it funny for you. All right. Let's start a timer. And I'll cue up some music, and we'll be right back. So come back 10 minutes. Cause you like to sneak.
She'd like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek, the darkest corners we seek in the night. So feline and fair, from the sands of elsewhere, unto our glistening stare, perfect sight. Don't leave your treasures ignored, get bigger bolts on your doors, and tougher locks on your drawers, watch the street. You see this stealth is an art, pick your tumblers apart, you know you never can outsmart the Kajit. Be not afraid. Stick to the shade. Kajit like to sneak. Kajit like to sneak. Kajit like to sneak. The rocks of Skyrim so bleak, the frozen boulders and peaks we avoid. Stick to the cities replete, move with the quietest feet, make every fool on the streets paranoid. So lock your windows and pray your jewels are stolen away. Kajit are coming to play with your things, relieving you of your purse. Throughout the guild is dispersed, and while you creep and you curse, we will sing. Be not afraid. Stick to the shade. Kajit like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Kajit like to sneak, the darkest corners we seek. Kajit like to sneak, maneuver silken and sleek. Kajit like to sneak, the darkest corners we seek.
We fall into the sun, so wrap your arms around me before we resent and are gone. Fall into the sun, the heat that keeps on giving. Our hearts won't stop their beating until we're dust. Until we're dust. Just breathe and please calm down. I know I miss those days. Just make sure to keep it all still straight so you can tell me all about it. Cause I'll be on my way back home to you. Take the time to be loved. Just wear your scars and don't speak. Cause I know you don't have the words, so I'll go slow and let it all work in. Don't you give in, don't you give up. There's more to tomorrow than the sun. And I know it seems long ago, but please hold on. I promise I'll be there. Oh, you'd say anything. I know that you'd say anything to keep it all around now. 'Cause that's just the way you do things. Oh, you'd say anything. I know that you'd say anything to keep it all around.
We're back. And hopefully you're back too. Scuba Sundries, Public Enemy.
Nobody here but us.
What? Do what?
Nobody here but us chickens.
Oh, us chickens. Brad,
We're not roasted
Drake,
chicken,
Jingo,
chicken with
Vince.
flamethrower.
Yeah, okay. So let's just go ahead and crank a little pretzel down there.
I'm stuffing my face finally eating dinner.
As am I.
You do pretzel. Except I'm done with you. Don't get cocky. All right, so we are in the middle of this combat round. These guys came to this burning town on the shore. They're looking for a ship to sink called the Abysmal because they need something from Big Ears Tam, the triad warlord of Shanfan. He has something they need, so he's asked them to help humiliate another triad boss by sinking his flagship. They heard it attacked this town. They came to this town. They found it on fire. They thought some people were trying to save their stuff, but come to find out, no. It's a bunch of pirates. The town's burning, and the pirates are stealing shit out of the house. So, in the middle of round 3 of combat, this guy can do nothing because he's incapacitated. Nope.
Dead, 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 dead,
Toast.
dead.
This guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So this guy comes out of this building back here. Steps out and walks this way.
Well, Jeb obviously turns his gun to him.
And he's going to let loose with his flamethrower. Which means that I actually have it and that building. I'm going to give Alonzo. I'm going to roll you separate, Alonzo, because you got some cover. But that flame will shoot through that door, and you're like right inside that door. You know, like right here. So, I don't think there's anything you can put in the modifier. I don't think. Anyway, I'll roll it and I'll make the adjustment. So, yeah. Mrs. Timmons and hits everybody else.
Well, I think the maze right's dead, isn't he?
Now he's cremated.
That's probably why he got hit.
That's one body you won't have.
$5, please.
Doc Fong takes 4 wounds.
Oh shit.
What's it gonna make me do them one at a time?
Yeah.
Alonzo got hit with a 4, but I gave him some cover, so he does not get hit. So that's the first thing I want to do is that is not going to hit Alonzo because I was going to give him some cover. Doc Fong, do you have any chips or any cards that you would like to play at this moment?
I'm wondering, can I play mechanical malfunction and make this thing break before he shoots us?
What's it say?
Waste malfunctions in some way. He gun jams, bowstring breaks, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a percentile die. Now, is that for a device malfunctions in some way? Again, jams bowstrings. The device can be fixed 10 minutes. Working by following rules. Manifest part of the large device system breaks down instead. It is an infernal device. What's called an infernal device. So it would roll on the malfunction table. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
Because this could be good or bad. Where's my tables?
But
And there's no malfunction table. Why? Because rules. Let's see what.
probably is. He's not under tables for some reason.
Deadlands malfunction table. Gremlins malfunction. Pinnacle. Is there a table of failures, criticals, conditions? Blah blah. Swayed and malfunction.
Probably be under weird science.
Probably would be under weird science, wouldn't it?
Forces is an infernal device. There might be one in that section. Smith and Robards.
Well, I'm just searching all tables for malfunction, and maybe it's backfire. There is backfire and dynamic backlight. Backfire is spellcasting.
All right, it's under infernal devices in the Deadlands Reloaded Player's Guide. There's a section on malfunctions.
Deadlands Reloaded Player's Guide. Is there a reference manual to the Player's Guide? I don't see one. It's under what?
Go down to infernal devices. It's not in the reference manual. It's just infernal devices.
Infernal devices.
Section on malfunctions. Let's see. When a character using Gizmo or infernal device rolls 1 on a straight die, be that science, weird science skill or skill appropriate to device, it malfunctions spectacularly. Gizmos explode, release noxious fumes, or otherwise cause harm in a medium burst template for 2d6 damage.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Infernal devices have specific malfunction results listed in their description too.
They do. So let's take a look at what his. Well, I've lost him now. There we go.
Here's a flamethrower.
Yeah, combat flamethrower, but I can't open this up.
The
So let's
device
look.
explodes, causing 3d10 damage to everyone in a medium burst template and likely setting the victims alight as well. According to the flamethrower item in Deadlands Reloaded. Wait, there's a
Dang.
second.
Which is only him. So I will clear targets, and I will basically negate anything that. Let's see, who all's been hit?
Well played. If not,
you'd be
am I
dead.
allowed to use my play of an adventure card to benefit somebody else?
Depends on what the card is.
I have one called Arcane Spike. It says a character with an arcane background may cast any power available in their setting, regardless of rank, one time.
Oh, that sounds like you can play it on another
I
character.
can't use it, but if I threw it down on Doc Fong, he would be able to pull any one item or power out of whatever. Are you mad science, Doc?
No.
Technically, yes.
Well,
Not
You got
herbalist.
the alchemy thing
Yeah.
too.
yeah,
You
yeah.
make into potions. So if I played that on Doc Fong at some point during the game, he could pull out the potion of amazing awesomeness or something.
Yes. Yeah. You could pull out the. You know what? Something that game changing, going through that many hands. That's.
You
Yeah,
see
I can
this?
see it. I can see it.
You
So
see this?
you
These
are a
cards
player.
are game changing, but that takes up my use of an adventure card for the
Right.
Right.
It does. It does. The cards are game changing. I like them because Deadlands is the most appropriately named game that I've ever played in the RPG. You know, even compared to the original D&D shit, the old school stuff, that Deadlands is just. I mean, we've got one original character here in this group. That's it. Everybody else is a remake.
It'd also
or
be
more times than one.
fun if every enemy wild card got a single adventure card every game.
Oh,
If
that'd be
we're
cool.
cheating,
I wouldn't want to. Yeah, that'd be cool, but it'd be hard.
Oh, no.
What I like
please.
about it is let's
And Gorgio, he's all
Oh.
high in the hospital.
He just woke up from
Fine.
pressing the button.
the morphine just wore off, I guess.
I can't believe how he did that shit. That's just unreal. I like it. Okay, trying to get. There we go. All right, so where are we at? So this guy blows up. He gets what? 3d10?
3d10 and probably set on fire.
So here's 2d. He's shaking. I'll give him another 4. Yeah, he's
A wound.
yeah, he's these guys are just mooks, man. So this guy's like rolling around on the ground in a fucking, what is that, 5, 10, 15 foot circle of flames just engulfs the guy, and he's running around like something you'd see in a, well,
Chicken with his head cut off.
yeah,
And on fire?
that's something this period of time would have known. Chicken with his head cut off, not like the movies, because they've never seen a movie. So dude is done.
What are you doing?
I think he pushed the wrong button on that thing.
This guy walks out of the building, and he's got a wall of flames in front of him. So he's going to actually move 5, 10. That's the rest of his movement. Does he have? He doesn't have line of sight on Jib. Pulls out his Colt Thunderer,
Here too.
and probably does not break his stamina. Okay.
You call that a gunshot?
Dead. Yeah, you're dead anyway. And this guy is dead too. Luke. So, dude, just all of a sudden you feel something tug on your jacket, and you turn around and you look, and there's a fucking bullet hole, still smoke coming off of it in your back of your jacket. You look up, and this guy's coming out from around the flames. That, you know, you're looking at this dude set himself on fire. You're thinking, oh fuck, those guys are gonna get baked, and all of a sudden, boom, his shit blows up. But you turn and you see a guy coming from around the flames, and he pulls up this big pistol and takes a shot at you.
Any negatives because of the explosion?
To you, shooting back?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll just shoot him.
Let's hit.
That's BS.
I don't know.
Double 2 fun isn't as fun as double 1 fun, but that's another story altogether.
Maybe the smoke was, you were slightly off target.
It's not gay in a 3-way.
Instead of shooting him
Not
through the
gay
heart, you
in
hit
a
him in the
3-way.
shoulder.
No, I probably just grazed him if it was a shaken.
That's true.
Cocksucker.
So it was pretty straightforward, but a little, a couple inches to the side.
So you pass your turn. We're going to top of the round. It's Timmons.
Is there anybody up?
There's nobody that you can see because there's a big circle of flame behind you back here. But you can hear some gunfire going off, and you see Luke. You turn and you see Luke looking back this direction.
In the northeastern direction from him.
Yeah, but you can't
where he-
really, imagine looking through flames and this guy running around in circles on fire, and you could see somebody moving behind that scene. But you could take a shot at him, I guess, if you wanted to, at probably -2 penalty.
What? I see a guy moving. Is that what you said?
Yeah, but like this is a big circle of flames. I just got rid of the medium burst temp.
Well, Timmons is going to swivel his shotgun up out of his jacket, and he's going to move that way. He's got a pace of 8,
Yeah,
so he's
going
going to
that's all
hop through
fire.
the. Oh, that's fire.
Yeah,
Uh,
because it's like fuel from that tank from Doc playing the whatever it was.
Mechanical.
Can I climb up on the roof, or is that on fire?
Probably climbing up on the roof would be like 2 or 3 rounds to get there because of the crumbling of the building and
it's all brittle.
I mean, you could do it, but yeah, and who knows with the fly? It just probably wouldn't be well advised.
Well, so Timmons is just going to take like a couple steps forward, and then just shoot at that guy through the smoke.
Okay.
With a shotgun. So what negatives do you want me to get?
With a shotgun, yeah, minus. Well, no, because a shotgun ignores certain penalties, doesn't it?
Well, if you're having trouble seeing them, I figured that would be a penalty.
Yeah,
but-
so yeah, -2, just
You
-2.
get a
All right, so
bonus
I
refusal.
won't apply the +2 that I get for shotgun.
There you go. It breaks even.
So I'm going to target this guy and give him a
Give him some
single.
love.
Yeah, there he goes.
And that's a hit with a raise.
Boom.
Probably not.
I softened them up for you.
So it blows head off.
Pretty much.
I softened them up for you. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yay, teamwork. All right, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
shooting, and there's another shot back.
You guys are officially out of combat. You start looking around. You don't see anybody else. But you've killed everybody and left no one to question.
Alonzo, are you okay in there?
I am fine.
Okay, that is good.
I don't see anybody in
What?
here, and the building does not appear to be on fire.
Timmons doesn't speak Chinese anyway, so he wasn't worried about it.
Yeah, Luke's basically looking for any survivors.
Yeah, the dead people. How did they die?
They've all been toasted, man. They've all been burnt and shot, and you can see some great big holes in these buildings, though. Like
Cannons?
Cannon holes?
yeah, big ones.
Okay, apparently not. I thought I just heard a no.
Yeah, look like 12-pounders, man. Look like some 12-pounders have hit this. So something about the size of a honeydew melon. Cantaloupe,
Seems like
maybe.
there was all sorts of things going on here. Do you think these people were with the pirate fleet?
Probably. They look like
Search
pirates.
their bodies and see if there's anything on them
I
that
thought
identifies them.
Yeah, I'm gonna check this one over here.
I thought pirates had ships and boats. They ain't no boats here. They ain't no ship here.
Maybe it's on the other side of the island.
This is an island?
It's a
Yes.
mesa.
Oh yeah, you're
We're
like
in the
you're like way off the mainland.
Everything's-
Yeah.
Let's check this one, Luke, because the other ones were set on fire repeatedly.
Yes.
Check what?
This
The
body.
dead pirate
All right,
that
so
was on the
Guys,
Yeah.
give me your best investigative skills here to see if you can determine what's going on. I'm going to look at the whole group. So I want you to find the skill that you can use in this situation and not try to sell me on some bullshit. But, be it streetwise, investigation, whatever you've got. Notice is
Best I
good.
got is
Notice is good. What can you notice on the scene? There's 2
Cummins wants
successes.
to use some survival.
All right, there's 3 successes. I haven't seen enough to give you guys a raise yet, but you're
I'll also try surviving.
kind of gleaning some
Did poorly.
information. Well, it's a success.
He's like checking out the tracks and stuff, following the tracks around.
22 or 5 point. Okay. So you find some documents in one guy's pockets, all in Chinese, and Doc Fong takes a look at it, and he's like, well, they're people that he has to collect money from. So it's like a list of money that he has to collect. So you're not really sure how that's tied in with anything, but these guys are definitely pirates. You're able to figure out that they're pirates. They've killed everybody else. They've burned them all. There has obviously been a something firing cannon shot at these buildings. There's nothing here now. But these are Kang's maze rats.
well, whoever left them here is bound to be back for him eventually, right?
Perhaps it was Kang and they attacked several maces at once, and the others had reinforcements, so they had to move the boat there. Or it's on the other side of the island. How big is this mesa?
Not very. Like, you could probably sail around it in a couple hours. It's not like the Big M Ranch or anything.
Are there any tracks that lead to the other side of the island that are fresh from Chinese pirates?
You get out and you look around, and no, it seems like there's tracks, but you follow the road back here. There, it kind of goes this way and that way, forks, and both ways seem like they go up to some scaffolding and shit up on the side of the mesa to like some
pick it up.
mines and stuff, and nothing goes. There's no trails on beyond that. It's just scrub brush and bullshit.
Can we get on the mesa to look around better? From the scaffolding?
Hey, Marv, did
Yeah.
you say that there was a fork in the road?
Yeah, there is. There's a fork. Well, when you get to a fork in the road, what do you do?
You
Pick
take
it up.
You take it. Those are words of wisdom from my cousin-in-law, Yogi. The great Yogi Berra. Late, great Yogi Berra. All right. Yeah, he married a hometown girl, cousin of mine, and I known him
Hotel girl?
all my life, and just thought it was funny that I had a cousin that had the same name as a cartoon character. I really didn't know. He's a
And a
guy.
baseball
He's a guy that came down and played golf with Dad and my cousin Ron, and the older generation. My dad was the youngest of his generation, so my first cousins would be more like uncles, and so they go play golf, and he'd be at the hell. He brought Mickey Mantle with him one time, and they did an autograph signing thing in Rolla, Missouri, and that's when I realized, oh, that's who he is.
Yeah,
Because I was
Yogi Berra's
I was
player.
never into baseball growing up. I mean, it was that game I had to play as a kid, and it was hot and sweaty, and sweat bees were stinging me, and they put me in left field because all I wanted to do was pick clovers.
I'm sure that was the plant.
Yeah.
Indeed, it was clovers.
I'm going to turn some effects off this map.
Those 7-leaf clovers.
7-leaf jaggedy clovers. Time of day, clouds, no fire.
Oh, the fire wasn't on before. At least I couldn't see it.
What?
Yeah,
you
there
had
was fire?
fire? That's what we said. We don't see any fire.
There was fire. I missed it.
I saw it for a
Oh,
brief
there's some fire.
There
Whoa,
it is.
that looks much cooler.
We didn't see that.
Why didn't you have that on before?
That looks
Well,
a lot better.
fuck.
That looks a lot better. Makes a lot more sense.
It does.
All right.
I was wondering why the one houses were just cloudy, but
Yeah,
And that's what
I'm
I
sorry.
said. I said, so these buildings are on fire? And you're like, yeah, the ones that you see. And
I
I'm like,
couldn't-
so
I'm
all the
like-
buildings that we see.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
you were
see the fucking buildings
you're
are on
a
fire.
light, Tim.
You
All
don't
right.
see your own stream?
Yeah, but it's showing what's on my. I don't run a player
Yeah.
client anymore. I'm seeing what I'm seeing. You know, I just realized that I can actually make it
Oh
visible
yeah,
to
I
me
guess
only.
if you had it hidden to the players, you wouldn't know it. Yeah.
Thank you, Marbanya, for not taking the fucking time to make it just the
Hey,
coolest thing. Now, this is
you
what the
mistake-
stream saw, so you can go back and watch it later.
Well, I mean,
I
it
had the
certainly looks
stream
a lot
up and
more-
I didn't see it.
I wasn't looking at the stream because I don't cheat.
I mean, I kind of had it scrunched down. Not the background.
So how did you do the fire?
It's just
brush.
a fire brush.
Oh, okay.
oh, there's a fire specific one. I've never really
No,
looked
I
at that.
took a fire PNG from the tokens and drug it to my brushes and said use this as the brush. And what it does is it allows you to paint with those flames, but it doesn't give you a lot of control over them, and you end up with weird things like that.
Yeah,
Well,
but on the build when the buildings are on, it looks good though.
Yeah. On top of the buildings, it looks fantastic.
And you could have went in and probably did some wavy effects onto the fire and all
Again,
that kind of crap.
I-
If you
I-
wanted to spend 6 hours on a map that we're going to spend,
Guys, I
an
spent
hour
yeah,
on.
exactly. But here's my issue is that again, all I've done is given you a target, and it's a hell of a fucking target. It's an ironclad ship. I mean, it's a big
You
fucking
know we'll
deal. It's a
You
big
know we'll
fucking
take care of it.
But how, I don't know. Now, this was part of the adventure or part of this savage tale. This is a savage tale that's anyway. Is that you guys find this town of Boswell first? It's in flames and there are no survivors left. There are some pirates running around looting shit and burning things.
Well, there were.
There were. So what are you gonna do?
No, there's
I have
pirates
no
burning.
idea what you're how you plan on taking out an ironclad. So I spent a week trying to figure out. Okay, and I said, well, all I'm going to do is Boswell then, and I'll let them tell me what their plan is.
We have a flamethrower now, right?
By the way, the map disappeared. I can see everything like tokens and
Yeah,
The
you
blood-
have a
Yeah, it's
bunch of stuff
invisible.
hidden.
I do?
looks like the main map layer is hidden.
Yeah, you're not showing us. There's a grid. Oh, there it
The
is.
eyeball on the background. There you go.
You know, if there were pirates here and they were stacking up this loot, somebody must have left them here, and maybe they're coming back. Now
That's
this
what I was
this ironclad,
Maybe
is it
they're
Kang's ironclad?
Yes.
yes.
So follow my thin logic here.
Okay.
We wait here and we wait for them to come and park their boat and get off the boat, and then
We
when
steal the
they
boat.
get off the boat, we steal the boat and use the new boat to shoot our old boat.
I don't
they
like
can't
spaghetti,
follow
Giorgio.
us.
What if we have our boat hide somewhere else and we wait here? Then they come and we get on the boat, and then we have two boats.
Yeah, I was
Awesome.
gonna say, 2 boats are better than 1.
Do you guys remember
Don't you better-
do you remember what your goal was from Tam?
Humiliate them.
What did he
What better way
what
to
did he tell you to
humiliate 'em
do?
than steal?
Get
I
rid
thought
of
it
their
was
boat.
He,
sink the ship.
he said specifically what he wanted you to do. What was it?
I thought it was get rid of the ship.
The name of this Savage Tale is called Sink the Abysmal.
Oh, we got to sink it.
Yeah, but what if we steal it and we go and give it to Tam as a bribe? Maybe we can get like something real
No.
good.
We
You
can
know,
sink it,
Tam-
but it's
Tam-
much easier to sink if we're not fighting the people on it at the time.
Yeah, see,
that's-
we take that ship over there where that underground labyrinth, the Leviathan thing is, and we let that thing sink it.
Oh, we deal with the sea monster using the ironclad. Then it's a win-win situation. Or
Yeah.
Timmons, can you sneak on the ship and set all your dynamite off at once in the bottom? After you
I
get
don't-
off?
I only had 10 sticks.
Well, it just needs one big hole, and then all the water will come in, and it will be sinking because it's made of iron.
Maybe.
or hear me out. We could take the ironclad to Tam and give him the honor of sinking the ship.
Oh, yes. There could be a big ceremony with many fireworks.
Doc, the only reason I'm gonna throw this bone out there is because Doc, you're Chinese and you know how these triads operate. That if a triad boss tells you to do something, you do exactly what he says. Okay. And it's more okay. So it's kind of like the maze rats. The maze rats belong to Warlord Kang, but at the same time, he's huge in Chicago and New York, rail baron and loved by everybody. And no, he doesn't have anything to do with piracy in the maze. Nothing like that, you know. So what they have going on the side, these triad bosses like Tam, he may want the ship sank, but he doesn't necessarily want the world to know without a doubt it was him who did it or had it done. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Chinese are very, very meticulous even in their organized crime. You know, he said sink the Abysmal. Now, you can take it to him, and if he says sink it, sink it. It's up to you. But just
Yeah,
trying
what
to.
I say we just sink it.
What if we steal it and we sail it to Singapore? And then we start new lives there after we sell it.
I hear Japan is nice this time
Why
of
don't
year.
we just sink the thing? I don't
We could
understand the
go to
confusion
Mexico.
there. Do you want an ironclad? I could buy you one.
Okay. I would like one, please. Maybe just a
What?
small one that can carry me and Stanley around.
Yeah, that's not a problem. We don't. You know, I don't want to live on an ironclad. You know, they're not comfortable.
No,
Who's
I
Stanley?
don't.
Not real
My donkey.
fast either, like a turtle. It's just a turtle moving around out there.
But I think if they come, if it was the ironclad that dropped these people here, they'll be back for them at some point to pick up the loot.
Yes. Perhaps
At
they're on
which
a Jason
point-
Mesa.
What if we were to take disguises or something of the maze rats? Wait, that probably wouldn't work. We're not Chinese. We'd have to sneak.
And they're all burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, that.
Well,
Early
there
Jingo?
is one whose outfit is still intact. I could dress up like him and sneak onto the boat and then open the door for you.
We could
Or you
spray the
could
thing with this flamethrower if we get close enough to it.
Can we mount this on the front of our ship?
Here,
you-
take
you-
somebody
Especially
to pull
made
the
out of
trigger,
wood.
though.
Do you really want to mount a fire spewing weapon to a wooden ship? I somehow don't think this is a great idea.
You do bring up a good point.
He didn't ask if it was a good idea. He just asked if it could be done.
I was thinking it was
In
an
this case,
HG type
yes,
idea.
it could be done.
It shouldn't be
idea.
done, but it could be done.
And it won't be done.
Mine was
We,
the Jurassic Western question.
who's
Not
like
whether we
who's
can,
got the
but whether we
highest?
should.
Hold on, two
Who-
people talk.
Yeah, who would be best at mustering this flamethrower around? Timmons doesn't really want. After all these people died with it, he's like, I ain't strapping that thing to my back.
Not my shtick.
Including the guy that blew himself up with it. Good play, McCarthy. Now, Jingo, you were saying.
What was I saying?
Let's
I was under the
get
impression you had a
to the
high
point.
minimal strength.
Let's roll.
I'm not the high intelligence guy. I was thinking we need to find a way to lure them off of that boat. And once we get them off of the boat, we'll have, maybe sneak one person aboard.
Well, how do you get a whole bunch of cooped up men off a boat?
Women, booze, or gold.
Do we have
Maybe a
any of
nice
those?
buffet.
Well, I ain't got no dress or nothing, but
Maybe
from a
we could sew
distance,
you one.
my pecs are kind of big.
Oh God.
If you wear your shoes, they will be so distracted they will not notice.
Tell them it's all the rage in France.
I feel
Yeah.
like it might be all the rage in this place called France.
So was the Black Plague at one time.
Look how that spread
Maybe
all around the world. This is
when
next.
they show up, if we convince them the boat is haunted, they'll abandon it. How do we do that?
Well, I have these herbs and tiny mushrooms that, when aerated and breathed in, make people scared.
Maybe we can poison their supplies, and then they all get the shits, and they got to get off the boat.
Oh, what if we are to find some of these strange mushrooms that occasionally grow around, and we go in and we sneak them into their food supplies? So then later, they will all be seeing things that aren't quite how they are supposed to be, which will make it easier to sneak aboard.
Men who stare at goats.
Some of that tea. Remember that tea we drank? And I thought,
Yes.
yeah.
No, that's the sad part. Is none of you guys remember that tea you drank. Not a one of you rolled high enough to remember it.
Well, remember of it.
All you remember is sitting around talking, and the next thing you know, you wake up and nobody's around, and you have no idea. And it's like the next fucking day.
Tea? What tea?
Yeah.
What does the magic finger say? Maybe it will point what direction this ironclad is currently at.
You know what? We just need to hire what that fella name that was flying around in that helicopter thing and dropping bombs. What was his name? With the train and
I think that was a chick.
That was a chick.
no, the
That was the one who
the
gave
one
you the
that
tea,
blew-
too. Same one.
the,
Red
the
Petal
one
Sue.
that blew up
Sue.
blew up outside of Los Angeles. Hellstrom. Remember the big
Hell-
bomb?
Hellstrom didn't blow up.
Oh, the big airships that came over and he fucking ghost rock bombed the whole city. Missed most of it.
Yeah,
But,
that would take
Tim,
out the ironclad.
that's true. I know where there's a lot of ghost rock and a place an airship can moor. At that place we were at before, that Collegium.
You're
Now we
gonna
just
go
need to
fuck
get
around there
The
again?
Zeppelin. Now we just need to get some sort of airship. But Timmons,
Does anybody know how to drive an airship?
what does your magic finger say?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He drops it on the ground.
He drops it on the ground and his laser.
Oh wait, Timmons thinks about what he something he wants. He wants beans.
It flip flops around and just lays there.
There ain't no beans. Damn it.
And every time you pick it up and drop it, it's pointing in a different direction. It's not twitching. There seems to be no life in it right now. You can feel
Apparently-
the life in it when it's got something to say to you. You can feel it. You can feel it moving in you.
Maybe you're not desiring it hard enough?
Everybody
I'm
desires a
pretty
little
sure
harder.
I want some beans. He puts it up, picks it up, puts it back in his pocket.
Well, let me try.
Here you go.
All right. I'll hold the finger between two fingers like this and just kind of concentrate, and it's like ironclad, 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 and then just drop it.
And you drop it into the sand, and it hits the ground, and it's laying there, and it's pointing to the south.
It could be a statistical anomaly. Try it once more.
Good idea. I'll pick it up and do the same thing and drop it.
And it's pointing north by northeast.
I think you broke it, Timmons.
Maybe
No,
we
I
need
topped
to-
it off. It ain't broken. It got
Maybe
clean
it-
topped off.
Maybe it needs new blood. Like, could we, Timmons, have something bleed on it and see if it helps? There's
yeah,
a corpse
yeah,
over
Timmons,
there.
bleed
there's
on, bleed on. Yeah, these corpses
There's a
ain't got no
Chinese
blood.
guy that I shot with a shotgun. He got some blood.
Yeah, he got a big smoking hole in his chest.
It seems like
Or-
there's
Through
plenty.
his skull.
Perhaps it's magical such that if you dip it in the blood and you write, you will magically write what you need to know. You should try it.
So you shot this guy, and I mean, you fucking blew the hell out of him from all the way over there. You hit him right in the face, and you look, you like his jaws almost, you know, and you're like, well, here, I just get a little bit, and you reach down, and you start to grab, and his bottom jaw just comes off in your hand. So you've got this guy's bottom jaw. There's blood dripping off of it. You're gonna walk over to.
I feel that needs a spirit roll from Drake or from Timmons.
Nah, he's nah. You guys have seen too much for this guy's jaw
Oh,
dropping off.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. This ain't nothing. Now, had you early on, and like when you was back in St. Louis, and this would have happened, or so, yeah, oh yeah, the guy's jaw comes off in your hand. But oh god. So what?
Tim says, Dr. King Schultz would like this jawbone.
You could take it to perdition. And dry it, so put it on a fire ant mound, let him eat all the flesh off of it, and then take it to him. Say, here, you got this in your
Science.
science.
I don't think blood works. Look, now there's a bloody pinky that's not pointing in no direction.
God, a bloody pink.
Oh,
That sounds awful.
let's
So
wash it in the ocean.
Yeah, so do you put blood on his pinky? It doesn't matter. You do. You throw it on the ground, and this time it points north by northeast.
It's pointing north by northeast again.
Try it again.
Try one more time for good measure.
And it is pointing southwest.
Yep, still broken.
I think we need to all think about the same thing, because I don't think we're thinking about the same thing. Maybe that's the problem. Let's all get around in a circle and we'll hold
Yes.
hands.
I think the juju has just run out of it.
We must
That's
think
all.
hard about this.
I really think it was meant to find, Dead in a Bowl or whatever her name was.
Dead in a bow. Seas far away. It's supposed to help you find seas far away. She said ultimately it will
Seas far away.
it will tell you where to go to find what you are looking for, or to find what you
Nearsighted.
need, something like that. Anyway,
Sea far ahead, son of nearsighted.
so just so there's no confusion on this, it basically goes on to state that so now you can use the finger to lead your posse to all kinds of different things, or take them right to where they need to go, or whatever. So it's really a DM tool to give you a little boost hey, remember the finger?
When the marshal gives you the
Vibrating in your
finger.
pocket.
So, but there were, like I said, there were two other kind of mini plot point things in here, and the Mexican invasion I wasn't real. I started to run it, which is why I introduced the cavalry unit that came
army.
into perdition down there, and you guys never really messed with them, went out to check on them, did anything like that. You went out once, and I thought, this just doesn't have I mean, I'd like to run that in an old war or a weird war setting or something. Brad, hint, hint. The
Invasion of the Mexican
Santa,
Army.
yeah, the Santa Anna's invasion, and hint, hint.
Santana's invasion?
Santa Anna. Santana, yeah, man, Santana's invasion, 1968.
Oh,
69 Woodstock.
Are we going to Fort Lincoln or what are it called?
Well, maybe we should stay here for now and look around and see if they come back and then attack their ship.
Oh, it's early in the morning, right?
I'll give you give me one more roll, one more investigation roll, everybody. Whatever tool you're using for investigating.
All right, I'm going to use my notice this time.
Go, Carlos, go.
A cold?
You never know.
Yeah, you don't really see anything too occultish about this other than these weird infernal gizmos.
Ow, my face.
Oh, fuck.
Cocktail falls
My
and
face.
falls into an anthill.
Does that say crit failure? Yes, it does. It says crit failure. It says, look, one more time.
That's why I said, ow, my face.
So
All right, we're counting on you, Alonzo, to roll something
No.
good.
Don't point that flamethrower at your face, Doc. What are you thinking?
oh, you fuckers, and you don't have an HG to tell you how this shit works. Oh, fuck. You guys have no idea who played a white chip. He re-rolled it. Got a 2 on
Two.
occult again. Nothing. Alonzo got a 5. You got a 4. Did you use chip 2?
I used 2 chips.
2 chips.
Two
So the
chips for a
final
roll.
So 2 successes
And
and
a
2
cold roll.
failures. So high or low, Jingo?
Aye.
You're always high
Above
on my
50.
Banish channel.
Hey, look there. 67.
Hey.
All right. So 50-50 shot, he got it. And you find something basically says that they've got 3 days to get all the loot gathered up. And you know that they attacked here yesterday, so that leaves you 2 days before they're going to return.
So we should go get torpedoes in the meantime.
However that influences your decision.
We have 2
Well,
days to get torpedoes and
what-
return.
I mean, what kind of loot are we talking here if we just peruse what they were
let's-
dragging out?
Let's shake down the area and see what they left us.
And maybe
If
there's
they
a
think
reason
that
there's
we
something
might
super,
be able to
super
use it.
awesome. Great.
Looks like random shit, man. I mean, what you would find in a
Like,
mining
just like-
camp town.
Like some plates and silver dishes and candelabras and
I
crap
mean,
like that.
like one of these. You know, this is probably you've surmised that, or okay, there's enough evidence going through. You spend a couple hours going through this place. This is a mining company on this, whatever name I could use. Hey, look, I've got names. Monster name, Fantasy Mail. Oh, what's the deal? It's not going to work. It's going to give me an error.
The Boswell Mining
It's
Company.
called Fantasy Mail.
Rural Mining Company. I like that. It's simple, straight to the point.
I don't know. It's not working. It's actually broke and threw an error when I tried to use it. So I will report that later. Aight.
So Boswell Mining Company it is.
I was 3 in 1974, so I didn't go to no concerts.
Oh, Ron's mom was a hippie. Yeah, Ron's mom, she's cool, man. She, hell, I thought I had to hide some of my, wildness from people. Not his mom.
Your clovers?
Yeah, my clovers. I had to hide my clovers from people's parents, but no, not his mom. She's cool with it. Ask if bowel
I
movement
think
is right.
I think the general plan is we're
Boswell
going to spend
Mining.
a few hours here, and then we want to make our way up to Fort Lincoln, and then we want to come back here and try to hide the black horse somewhere on the other side of the mesa, and then make our way over here and see if we can,
Would it,
you know,
Well, you've got a crew of sailors
surprise.
that could drop you off, just like it appears has happened here. So, and you're talking about the
Well-
loot. It's just random loot. They've emptied out the company store. They've gathered up. You're talking about ghost rock. There's probably, yes, between 50 and 100 pounds of ghost rock here in the collection area. This ain't a huge camp, but 50, 60 pounds of ghost rock. That's significant money for a day's worth of work.
What do we got that would be flotation devices around the area? Any like barrels or stuff that we can put a stick of dynamite and a pound of ghost rock in and make some mines?
I don't know, but you're not too far from a bunch of military mines.
Why don't we see if we can hire the engineers?
Yeah,
then?
well, that's a thought too. We can go. That's what Timmons wants to do, is go to the
That sounds like a good
military
idea.
and see.
I'll also see if I can send a telegram to Shanfan and see if they heard anything back.
Fort Lincoln, is that what it was called?
Yes.
how far away is travel for Fort Lincoln?
2 hours.
Okay.
So we could be
there
back
before
today.
dark. Well,
It's a
we don't
day,
know
but
what we do there,
it's a
but yeah.
full day back to Shanfan. So full day there, full day back. That's 2 days to Shan. You could get there and back in 2 days. You could get to Fort Lincoln and back in a day.
Let's do that.
Yes, we can ask them, and we can always send word
Maybe
to
they-
Shanfan if we
maybe
need
they-
anything.
maybe they've seen the iClad or they know something about it too.
Didn't these Union people fight many of them in that war that you were telling me about, Luke?
Yes, the Civil War.
Yes, that one with the blue men and the gray men, and they were fighting each other about something or another.
They were being civil.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
despite
can't
the name, they were
understand
very
how this war was
uncivilized.
civil.
If we go kill all the Union soldiers, is somebody going to quit the game?
What?
Soldiers are soldiers.
Secret agent man.
Oh, you talk about me? I'm kinda
No,
like
No,
no.
What was his name? The agent. What was the character?
The agent
Oh.
Jintro.
Well, that was that his character's name, Gentro?
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was his character's name.
Was it?
Yeah,
Gentro.
that was his name too, I think. Or that's what his online
Online.
persona is. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Ron had sent me a message over here on Discord, which I seldom look at, but it's a private message when I'm streaming. Yeah, he said the whole screen had been filled with just the players wanted poster right up until you took a break, and it switched their faces along the bottom. So his stream had been frozen the whole first half.
Wow.
So he had the audio, but he didn't have any of the video going.
Well,
Yeah,
we
that's-
didn't have much video anyways. It was
No,
all
yeah.
talking.
Oh no, that's what we were doing. That was yeah, but I think it froze on that. That was the role play screen that I've got, which we're doing now. So I could. There we go. I like it. That's a good clean look.
Except you got tabletop RPG flashing up there.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these days
I'm still finding stuff. I thought I looked on my Patreon page today. I'm like, damn it, there's another one.
Yeah, trying to root all that stuff out.
But you know how many videos I made with all that in there?
Yeah, no shit. So the plan is you're gonna try to get to Fort Lincoln today.
Yeah.
So it is what time? It was.
Well, the overall plan is, so you can kind of think ahead, is get to Fort Lincoln, do some investigation there, and possibly come back here and try to capture or see who's picking these pirates up.
We do have a potential ambush time at least.
Yes, we could definitely lay in wait and
So-
wait for the
So
dock
it,
where our big ship is, and then once they send out their boats to pick up their men, we attack.
can we tie up a couple of them and have a hand waving from shore so they know to come shore?
Whenever the wind blows, the hand moves.
Like, was it Waterworld? They're pulling the strings on the guys that are
Yeah.
waving.
All right. So
Smokers.
I added the note there. So you're going to go to. Run that by me again, Drake. I was typing when you said that. So the big picture is so I can plan for the next session because we got about 20 minutes.
We're going to go to Fort Lincoln and do some investigating, talking to the Union soldiers, trying to find out if they've seen the ironclad, if we can buy or at least rent a couple torpedoes.
How do you rent torpedoes?
Well, I mean,
It's like, hey man, can I borrow a cigarette? Would you gonna give it back to me when you're done smoking, motherfucker? What? But
It's just
I
like
mean-
that. If I bought a cigarette and I didn't smoke it, I can bring it back. That's rent, right? If we get a couple torpedoes and we don't use them, we can bring them back. That's rent.
No, I think that's buying something and then requesting a refund.
Well, not if we just rent it, then we don't get no money back.
I mean, I'm sure they would enjoy us sinking a major pirate ship.
Yes,
It
they
certainly
might
is
be
causing them
inclined to
troubles,
help
I'm
us.
sure.
They might be so inclined to help us or
Yeah.
do it for us. Better yet.
The persuasion's going to have to be way above my pay grade, though. I tell you that,
But
right,
I mean,
man?
if we
Well,
sink them, then they don't have to do any paperwork for it.
So Fort Lincoln, and then we want to come back here and see if we can ambush or at least spy on whoever comes back to pick up the pirates.
all right, so I
So
need
you
to
may
see.
get to use this map again. You may get to use this map again.
Yeah, I need to see how Fort Lincoln ticks, and how the military would handle this, and what kind of advice they would give you, if they would give you any at all, or if they would put you in the brig and then go try to. It depends on the information you share with them. I don't know. I don't know the minds behind the military in these camps because there's a Confederate town out here too. Matter of fact, it's the cheapest place in California you can buy goods at cost. Whatever Confederate town that is, I've read through it in the beginning. So anyway, it comes in Bayou Vermilion Railroad. Yay, Waterworld. Kevin Costner, what a great actor.
Dances with Wolves. Thought he did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I have to agree. In that movie, he was good. There's a lot of movies that The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston. It was.
Well,
Edmund Simmons is from Dances with Wolves.
If he
well, I
has to
think the problem.
play a person but Robin Hood, fuck no, man. Terrible Robin Hood. Awful Robin Hood.
I haven't seen the new Robin Hood. I heard it was pretty good.
I didn't even know there was one.
There's always one.
I think that his problem in Waterworld is he was just given bad direction.
I liked Waterworld. I don't know.
I mean, I liked the
I thought
movie,
it was
but
good.
It just kept going.
it's it's just really long.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised they
4
never
hours
made like a
of
reboot,
water.
like a series version.
Did you watch The Irishman? Talking about long.
The Irishman. Yeah, I just watched that.
That was long. It was good, but it was long. You're like,
Christopher Walken.
wow.
I'll watch anything with Christopher Walken in it, even if it's just a cameo. This watch.
Oh, that's Pulp Fiction.
I mean, he's in, and that's what Trent Tarantino said. He said, you know, you get a chance to cast Christopher Walken, and he's like, yeah, I'll do this. He goes, but you got to be careful because Christopher Walken can completely dominate your entire movie in 30 seconds. So you have to be careful of how you use it. And he's right. That's one of the most memorable scenes in there. But anyway. So we're a little early. Let's talk about what's going on this week. Vino, nothing from you yet on Friday Night Starfinders?
Oh, we're kind of starting things, but we're not streaming yet.
We're not streaming yet. Are we start tomorrow night?
Yeah,
Really?
tomorrow we're supposed to get everything sorted out for
Cool.
continuing.
Okay. So it looks like we're about ready to start back up on Starfinder Fridays, but Drake will be running Chult tomorrow night, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
It's a homebrew that he did that happens after Tomb of Annihilation time period. So his information is right there. Rob2, everybody knows Rob2. We'll be over there at twitch.tv/Rob, the number 2, the letter E, on Saturday for Assholes in the Cold, AARPG.
Icewind Dale,
Icewind
Rime
Dale.
of the Frost Maiden.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then back Tuesday night at Drake's again. He's got some other stuff going on too that you can catch him tomorrow night on his stream and find out what's going on Sundays or Mondays. He's on again, off again. And you can always find Drake on All Things Fantasy Grounds on Sunday nights with Rob 2.
Who's on again, off again?
Drake. Sometimes he comes out of the closet and then
Oh.
he goes back in and says he never really was out. It's just all.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
So like Tom Cruise.
And Eddie Murphy.
Richard Pryor and Mick Jagger and yeah. All right, everybody. So there's got to be somebody out there to.
Do gerbils make you gay? Just asking for a friend.
Depends on how you use them. Who's out there?
I'm not even going to go there.
I gotta go to my channel. I go to my channel, see who's out there. Lord Gazumba, I haven't rated him in a long time, and if Ron's still out there, you gotta see this guy's stuff. They've got.
I watch Lord Gazumba
all
a
the time.
lot. He's
Yeah.
got the best set of freaking live D&D stuff that I've seen on Twitch. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna raid Lord Gazumba. It's a multiple camera angle thing on a live.
See the one with like the dungeon
set? Yeah, it's like a built. They build sets and
he's got all those
miniatures,
printed castles and bridges,
3D
and moats
stuff.
and,
yeah. So that's real cool. You'll enjoy that. Whoever's out there, Ron. So check this guy out. We're gonna raid him. Start that raid now. So give it a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 viewers, 6 viewers, 7. We're climbing. Thank you, everybody. Check somebody out tomorrow night from Heroes Wanted. Appreciate you. Here we go. Bye-bye.
Well, bye-bye now.